I want to start by telling you what I'm feeling around this person, because it is a lot. There's someone here who carries real weight in the world. 10 of Pentacles. And look at this card. It's a whole scene. Generations of family, an archway of gold, an estate in the background, dogs, wealth, everything built and settled. This is someone established, successful, someone who has, on the surface, kind of arrived, a name people recognize, a life that looks secure and complete. There's legacy here, there's status here. And Prince, look at this face, lit up gold like the sun, surrounded by lush leaves. There's warmth to them, charm, a magnetism. Someone approaching you almost like a suitor, someone with a glow on them. And here's what I need you to really take in, okay? With everything they have, with everyone around them, they are drawn to you powerfully. There's movement here, and it's moving in your direction. They are, and I don't use this word lightly, mesmerized. There are two unusual things about you specifically that have completely captivated this person, and we are going to go deep into both. But first, you have to understand the world they live in, because that's what makes you shine so brightly to them. This is someone who lives in a world of image and power. 5 of Swords. Look at it. One figure gathering up all the swords while 2 others walk away, heads down, defeated under a hard gray sky. That's the world they move in, competitive, strategic, full of winning and losing, of people angling, of victories that leave someone hurt. And deception. This masquerade, everyone in beautiful masks. So much of what surrounds this person is performance. People show them a face, not the truth. I'm telling you, they are surrounded by that, and somewhere inside, they've gotten a little lonely in it because it's so hard for them to tell what's real. And now, the landlord. And I know when you look at this card, it looks intense. This fiery, horned figure wrapped in flames, it almost looks devilish. And I don't want you to be alarmed by that image, okay? Because in your reading, it means something completely different. This is not darkness coming at you. This is power. This is someone who commands the material world, property, money, resources, authority. That fire is their life force, their drive, their intensity, their passion. This is a person who is used to holding a lot of power and rarely bowing to anyone. And here is the beautiful part. All of that fire, all of that worldly command, and they go quiet and almost reverent around your energy. Someone this powerful, this in control, being humbled by their pull toward you, that is exactly how much you've affected them. The flame isn't a warning, it's the sheer heat of how strongly they feel. And that is why you landed on them the way you did, because you were never part of the masks, never trying to win anything from them. To someone surrounded by all of that, you are like clean air. So let's talk about what specifically pulled them in. The first thing that mesmerized them is your originality, the way your mind works and the way you express it. Creativity. And look at this card, a fox walking its own bright rainbow path under a red sun. That's you. Clever, original, a little unexpected, walking a path that's uniquely yours. You see things differently than most people, and they find that genuinely fascinating. Communication. This vibrant collage, a butterfly, a little paper airplane taking flight. There's something about the way you express yourself, the way you speak, the way you put things, the words you choose. And when they heard you or read you, it took flight in them. It stayed. And the stand-up. Look, an empty stool and a microphone waiting on a brick stage. The stage is set for a voice. That's your voice. There's a courage in you to stand up and be heard as yourself, whether that's through humor, honesty, or just saying the real thing out loud. And here's the beautiful contrast, and I mean this as the highest compliment. They may not have expected at first for you to carry this much. For some of you, you look younger than the wisdom you hold. For some of you, you're quiet and then you speak and it's like, wow. For others, it's the opposite. You're bright and expressive and then they realize how much depth is underneath. It's different for everyone, but the shape is the same. You defied whatever assumption they walked in with, and it delighted them. It caught them completely off guard. That's the first thing they can't stop thinking about. The second thing is deeper, and it's the one that really got them. You're whole on your own. Temperance. Look at this card, the angel with 1 foot on the land and 1 foot in the water, calmly pouring between 2 cups, a lit path leading to the sun behind. That's you, balanced, grounded, standing steady between worlds. You're not thrown off by who they are. You don't lose your footing around the status. River. This winding river through green banks, water finding its own way. You move at your own pace, in your own natural flow. You're not chasing. You let things be what they are. And keep an open mind. Okay, I want you to really hear this one because the card itself confirms it. It literally says, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So, this being someone unexpected, someone who isn't your normal pattern, someone you might not have chosen on paper, that is not a red flag. That is confirmation. It's supposed to be different. You broke the pattern for them and they broke it for you. Because here's what happens to someone in their position, okay? Everyone comes toward them. Everyone wants access. And then there's you, a little harder to reach, discerning about who you let in, focused on your own path. That's not a game you're playing. That's just genuine self-possession. And I'm telling you, that is magnetic to them. There's an air of mystery around you because you're not throwing yourself at them, and it makes them want to come closer, to earn their way in. Being treated like a real person by someone who isn't angling for anything, that's the one thing their money and status could never buy, and you have it just by being you. And this hasn't been a passing thing. It has grown. The plant or tree card. Look how lush and rooted this plant is, thriving by the water under a bright sky. This tells me their fascination with you has real roots. It's been quietly deepening, probably longer than you realized they were even paying attention. This didn't just appear, it's been growing underneath the surface. And bloom. Look at this one, a flower opening in the deep blue night, edged in gold, a butterfly beside it. Something is flowering in them now, even in the quiet, even in the dark where you couldn't see it. Whatever's been growing where you're concerned is coming into full color, and it's getting harder for them to hide. Summer. A serene face, a red bird in flight, a warm sun. There's real warmth and timing here. Something wants to become visible, active, out in the open, and the energy points toward a warmer, brighter season ahead. Since you came into their awareness, something genuinely shifted for them. It's like you opened a door and now they see their own life with more meaning. You woke something up in them and they know it. Now here's the part I find really moving. Despite the power they hold, despite how composed they look, there is a very tender, very vulnerable side to this person that hardly anyone gets to see. Forgiving and learning. Look at this card, the soft glow, the healing light, that gentle release. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present. There's a heart here that has been through things and has been quietly learning and letting go of its own past. And what they long for, more than any recognition they already get, is to be seen and loved for who they really are underneath the role. And they look at you and feel like you're someone who could actually meet them there, someone nurturing enough, deep enough, safe enough. They genuinely believe your understanding could heal something in them that's felt missing for a long time. This isn't surface attraction. This is soul-level recognition. And it's not just feeling. There's real movement. Knight of Pentacles. Look at him, steady on his calm black horse, holding his pentacle, patient in a plowed field. This is someone who moves toward what they want carefully and seriously. So if it's felt slow to you, let me reframe that, okay? Slow here doesn't mean uninterested. It means they're being deliberate because it matters. Planting seeds. This figure tending a big magenta bloom, seeds all around. They may have already made a small move, something that seemed casual, but I'm telling you, it was intentional. It was the first seed of something much bigger they haven't fully revealed. Packages. Look, boxes literally arriving at a door. There's a sense of something coming your way, arriving at your doorstep. A message, a gesture, an offer. Abundance headed toward you. You're in the receiving position. You don't have to chase. Moving boxes. Someone carrying boxes carefully, in transition. And journey. A little boat sailing across the water toward a glowing planet in the night. There's a feeling of crossing distance, of one chapter opening into another. For some of you, that's literal, a move, travel, distance closing. For others, it's the inner voyage the two of you are on. Either way, the current is flowing toward connection, not away from it. There's something they want to say to you. Screenplay. Look at this card, a script waiting to be written under a soft crescent moon. I'm seeing them almost rehearsing it, drafting it in their mind, thinking about how to word it, how to approach you the right way. And that's not because they don't care. It's the opposite. They care so much about getting it right that they're being careful. They don't want to fumble it with the one person who'd see straight through anything fake. So if the approach has felt indirect or there's been a pause, that's what's happening underneath it. And stay optimistic. This card is a direct message for you, okay? It says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Don't measure this by a quiet moment or by how slow it's felt. What's on the surface right now is not the whole story. There is so much more moving underneath than you can see, and the energy here is genuinely hopeful. Keep your heart open. Stay faithful to what you feel. This is unfolding in your favor. And I want to speak straight to you for a moment, because this person sees something in you that you should let yourself feel. They see your resilience. Some of you have been through a lot. Situations where people tried to take from you, drain you, knock your confidence, throw you off your path. Remember that 5 of Swords, the world of people trying to win at others' expense? You came through that, and the essence of who you are was never actually stolen. Your heart, your strength, your integrity, your light, untouched, still yours. And the river, you kept flowing. You didn't harden into someone bitter. You moved through it and stayed soft and stayed you. And they find that deeply inspiring. They look at how gracefully you've carried what you've carried, and it moves them. So if no one's told you lately, the way you've navigated your life is not small. It's remarkable. And it's part of why someone at the top of their world is looking at you and feeling like they've found something rare. So where can all of this actually lead? 4 of Wands. This is one of the warmest cards you can get here. Look at it. 2 figures raising bouquets under a garland of flowers, a castle behind them, a celebration, a homecoming. It's stability, a real foundation being built, and it's public, acknowledged, out in the open. There's a version of this where 2 very different worlds come together and it becomes something joyful and solid and seen. And engagement. The card says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. The ceiling on this is genuine, higher commitment, something real, something that moves out of the uncertain stage into something recognized. Now hold this as beautiful potential you're walking toward, not something you have to grip or force. And here's the most empowering part of your position. You're the discerning one. You get to let them show you, over time, through their actions, that they're as real as this connection deserves. And knowing how deeply you read people, you'll feel it clearly when they do. Two worlds blending patiently into something that lasts. That's what's on offer here. So let me leave you with what this whole reading is really saying. You are seen, not the surface of you, the depth of you. There is someone with everything the world says matters, and the thing they cannot stop thinking about is your realness, your voice, the way you carry yourself, the way you didn't bend to impress them. That's confirmation of something you've probably felt quietly for a while now, and I want you to trust that feeling because your intuition has been right. Remember that bloom. You are coming into a season of being recognized, of blooming out loud, of good things becoming visible. And stay optimistic. Keep your heart open through all of it. You don't have to chase anything. You just have to keep being exactly who you are, because that is the whole thing that started this. You are magnetic simply by being yourself. Take a breath and let that land. You are loved, you are admired, and something beautiful is moving toward you. Trust it, stay open, and let it come.